Sims, and we are back with more Sweet Views, and we are going to go down Shirabe's path. So, like I said, when we ended Urabe's path, I wasn't sure, because technically we're supposed to do Shido's next, but I want to save him, so we are going to go down Shirabe's path first. So we might get more spoilers in this one and then end up with a little bit less in Shido's, but I mean, I think we'll be okay. I'm trusting my friend here. I'm trusting my friend, but she would not lie to me and lead me down a path astray. But so this is what we're doing. So we'll be skipping probably a lot, unless there's some random scenes with Shirabe that happen in these early stages, which I doubt there will be. Well, maybe in the third chapter, kind of like we found out when we went through with Mitarashi and Urabe, we kind of found that we had a little more conversation sides with Urabe because we were kind of in his path, so the game kind of knows at that point. But I doubt in the very beginning, because we've gone through and done, I think, all the options at this point. So we'll just be skipping a lot. So. Doo-doo-doo. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this route's any good. I mean, I don't, okay, I shouldn't say I don't have high hopes for it. I don't, but it's just because I just don't think I like Shirabe that much. Like, I just don't really find anything about him, like, endearing or anything. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah. Hey, it's the one time you have a love interest as a kid. Well, that's not attractive for me. But okay, it's different. But then he's like mean to his kid, and like whatever. I get it; they're kind of estranged, but for fuck's sake, dude, even I wouldn't hit a kid that's crying, and I hate children. Like, the fuck, man. And I don't know. I just look. But it's not even like, okay, like Mitarashi is like a love interest that I'm not interested in as a love interest, but I love him as a character. I love his character, so like that route was good, and like, you know what I mean? Like, he's fun. He's fun and everything. But like, I don't know. And like, look, Towa's route was kind of bland and lacking, because again, it was just there for the fluff. But even he wasn't totally bad, you know what I mean? You're like, no, he's fine. And the route was fine. And like, sorry, I'm trying to fix my things are all like, you know, but like, I feel like he's, to me, is like Mayoshi, where you're like, oh yeah, no, you're here, and I just don't care. Like, I mean, that's just how I feel. Like, I'm just like, I don't care. So, I mean, so we'll see. Also, I mean, aside from like Towa and Mayoshi, every single one of these is fucking bizarre as a love interest. I know that she's supposed to be like 18 in high school, she just hasn't graduated yet, but like, it's still fucking weird. Like, the high school aged kind of boys, or like whatever, is like one thing, but like, the adult men is fucking weird. It's fucking weird. So, I just find it really odd when we have to do the, it's kind of, I almost wish like we could be like, we've already done this, skip through it. We don't have to like click through these again, but I guess there's really no way aside from it being like, you've already done it. Do you want to skip this? Yes, please. Like, but. All right. Yeah, we literally, I mean, we've done every option at this point, I think. I don't think we have anything that we haven't chosen. Until we get into their individual routes. Like, we already drove with Shirabe the first in Towa's. So we've already gone through that in the Alice cart thing. We've already chosen each option, I think, with everything. So, which is good, because then it just means we skip through this a little bit faster and we can get into chapter 4, but we'll see. I mean, except for, like I said, I think chapter 3 will be slightly different because we'll have more, like, a few little conversation points with him. You know, I would assume that that's true just because that's what we did when we went. That was the only, like, we've done each one of the groups once until we did Urabe's route. And then all of a sudden we duplicated it and we had these moments with him and I'm like, we didn't do this the last time. Oh. You know, so I'm assuming that would be different. So, like, we go with Shirabe and I think it was Wakasa, right? I think it was the two of them that we went with. We are actually supposed to take his hand. Okay. So I think we'll have a little more conversation points in there. So that'll be the only thing that's slightly different. Which I do like because it kind of lets you know before you hit chapter 4 whose route you're kind of in. But again, you could choose like we're doing. All the answers we're doing are basically like getting all the love points with everyone possible at this point. And like it's only the break time things. It was like the date scenarios. It's only the break time thing that makes a difference, so that really like accentuates your points. So I mean, I guess I wonder what well no, because it's gotta lean one way or the other. Because we so far have gotten points with almost everyone based on the different answers that we're trying. You know, like letting Mayoshi try, taking Urabe's hand, freaking out right now on Mitarashi. We're getting love points with him. We're going to get mad at Shido, so we get points with him. We already got points by saying the tail thing with Shirabe. So we've gotten points with, like, everybody at this point. We said something about Toa before, and we got points with him. So it's kind of like right now, that first break time really does make a difference. What are we looking for? Different. So that first break time is really the point. Because you could, like we've just done, we've gotten points with every single person so far in this. Well, okay, right now we're about to get points with everything. What's wrong with you? I know we're not actually reading through it, but I still have to say that. His face is great. He's like, I like it when you yell at me. I love it so much. Anyway. Oh no! We haven't... I don't think we explored the park with Shirabe yet. So technically we do have a different thing in this time. I forgot about that. I'm looking through it, the guide, so... Haha! I think that's the only thing we haven't done, so that's kind of... That'll be different, so that's good. Ready? What's wrong with you? I'm gonna miss this so much when this game is over. Not gonna lie. Although anytime I think, what's wrong with you? I'm always, what's wrong with you? I always think it in my head again because iCarly. So, so now it'll just be accentuated and more dramatic. This is the only one we haven't done. Yeah. All right. After a little thought, I decided to go explore the park with Shirabe. Yeah. His chibi is like ridiculous. I like the chibis though. I guess I'd just get in the way if I went with Mitarashi, so maybe I should go help gather information. Developing an interest in investigative journalism, eh, little lady? Yeah, I guess. I just thought I should go find out what I can. Do you mind if I tag along? Sure, no skin off my back. We walked around the park, examining several different locations as best we could in the dark, including the entrance and the Ferris wheel. Alright, we've been to a couple different areas of the park now. He tapped his forehead with his finger. I feel like this is not the voice he normally has, and I just don't know what's happening, but it is what it is now. And nobody's outside the park. I figure that means they're using the hostages to scare everyone off and keep the cops and news cameras out of range. The entrance isn't locked, so technically we could leave whenever we want. If the pig's gonna stick to his word, though, that'd kill the hostages. It looks like the whole place is being run by the piglets. No actual employees. And the Ferris wheel's been blown up. The whole thing's a mess. Gosh, it's really looking bad, isn't it? Yeah, seems like that little pork chop thought of everything. Thank you. I needed more pig puns. We haven't had enough of those. We really haven't. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious. Anyway, this is no crime of passion. He shoved another snack into his mouth as he spoke. Didn't look like we'd find much else, so we started back toward the restaurant. Oh, that's me. You really know a lot of stuff, don't you? Where the hell'd that come from? Well, I mean, you kind of saved us a bunch of times today because you knew something. Glad to know all that junk isn't just taking up space, I guess. Sometimes it's not enough to just know things, though. Shining light on the truth takes a little more. Huh. He seems kind of depressed. Want one? What? He fished the box of snacks out of his pockets and held it out toward me. Want one? Should I really take one? I mean, candy from strangers and all that. Candy from strangers and all that. Why do you seem so lonely? That's not the right thing to do, but I want to fucking ask it. Can we just ask it? I'm going to ask it and then go back. I'm going to ask it and go back. Because I'm sorry, this is fucking hilarious. Should I really take one? I mean, candy from strangers and all that. So, like, why are you so lonely? It's legit fucking hilarious. I do want a snack, but I'm more curious about how he's feeling. Why do you look so lonely? Huh? You say something. I'm pretty sure he heard me, so maybe I shouldn't just push this one right now. I decided not to pursue the matter any further and snatched a snack from his outstretched hand. Okay, so we'll go back. So that was pointless. That wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. That wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. I just think it's hilarious how, like, the leap of logic is that, like, should I? What the fuck's up with you? Okay, just one. Right. Make sure you'd enjoy it, all right? I didn't really feel comfortable asking him what was wrong, so a snack would have to do. So you've just always got these ready to go? Better to have them and not need them, I always say. I feel like heading back. Sure. We set off in the direction of the restaurant. You were pretty impressive yourself, you know. Huh? Your epiphanies, your insight. Particularly in that last room. The rest of us were all flying blind. I think we're gonna need that tomorrow. Oh, well, I'll be sure to try my best then. Man, it really feels nice to have someone tell you that you did a good job. Before I noticed it, we were at the restaurant. Boop. Okay. With all eyes on him, Shirabe began to describe what we'd seen. Like, interesting that it's just that tiny little difference. Okay, so. I'm so exhausted, but I must go track down a boyfriend. Who should I hang out with? Don't you just feel like you won a prize when that music comes on? You're like, yeah, I won! Oh, this is what I won. Anyway. Shirabe! What's up, little lady? Can't sleep? Yeah, I'm wide awake. Are you having trouble too? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Came out here hoping they might have a newspaper. He held up a newspaper and shook his head. And there's nothing about what happened oh, that's me. There's nothing about what happened today, is there? No, not a damn word. Well, it hasn't even been a day yet. True, but this is the evening paper, and there's nothing. Nothing! I wonder why. Probably a gag order. You saw the hostages. He frowned and folded up the newspaper angrily. I thought maybe we'd be able to get something from the outside, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's got to be something in the morning paper. I hope so. Shirabe sighed. I could tell that the journalist in him was itching to get to the bottom of this whole thing. Shirabe? He was staring straight ahead and the newspaper forgotten, as if something had suddenly occurred to him. I know some people kind of drift off when they're thinking hard. What should I do? I decided it was best to just wait for him to come back. But the longer I waited, the clearer it got that he wasn't likely to do that anytime soon. Uh-oh. I'm starting to get sleepy. Even though I knew I should probably go back to my room, I couldn't work up the energy to move. I felt my eyelids begin to drift closed. Hey. Ah! You alright? As the sleep cleared out of my head, I realized his face was very close to mine. Wait, what? What's going on? I blinked and he let out a relieved sigh. You must have tipped over onto me while you were sleeping. Gave me a real start, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. God damn it, Bobby. Huh? Oh! I'm sorry. I scrambled back away from him. Oh man. Don't sweat it. Just scoot on back to your room before you conk out again, okay? He really should have a fucking... You just gonna conk out. Go back to your room before you conk out again, little lady. Like, he really should have a fucking really bad southern fucking accent. Like, I mean, seriously, the shit that comes out of his mouth, that's what I hear. But it's too late now. He gave me a pat on the head, and I gave him a nervous sort of polite smile before running off. My cheeks burning. I don't know why we don't do more accents. Like, because that'd be fun as hell. It'd be hard to keep up sometimes, especially when they're yelling, because I'm not that good, but like... I mean, we did the weird fucking... the whatever bastardization accents we've done in other games. But I always gotta just forget because I'm just like, these are so fucking bad, and I don't want everyone to be like, please don't. You're killing me, and I want to listen to this. But I have so much fun. You know what it is? It was really Jack from London Detective Mysteria. Just the way they wrote everything he said. It was just so easy to read that with an accent. It was so much fun. Anyway. Oh gosh, that was embarrassing. At least it hadn't seemed to bother him too much. Oh, in Aikido and Nornai was great because we're just like, let's keep the accent thing rolling. And I didn't do it in this. And we've also never done a Southern twang accent because I just feel like, doesn't matter. I don't think I could get into a love interest that sounded like this. But it's fun as fuck. We need to do that with like side characters. I don't know why I don't, but... Oh god, that'd be so great. Could you just imagine? That should have been Hogstein's fucking accent. Oh god. Oh. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A little chibi bowling ball head. I like our little bowling ball head. It's hilarious. All right, so here we go. We get to skip through this. We don't have to deal with Shirabe. Well, we have to go with him, but we don't have to read the part again. Haha. What should I go with? Paper. And let's see if we've chosen these ones yet, because these ones I think, like, I don't know if we've chosen these because we've never gone with Shirabe a second time, so. Actually, that's true. Did he think I felt bad about messing it up? Okay, so this is different. Did you push the button because you thought I was feeling bad after messing it up last time? No, not really. See, we didn't know exactly what a missile might do, you know? What if it turned out that things killed people? You're too young to have that kind of mess on your conscience. Oh, I didn't even think... Thank you. No worries, little lady. But let's save the heart-to-heart for after the race. What do you say? We still got half a lap left. Why do I feel like we read that, but I guess maybe not? Obviously we didn't, but I feel like we did. But like... If we had read it at any point, it would have shown the blue. You know, like if we went back and redid it? I don't know. It's weird. Do, 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 do. You know what's funny? This is the one we've never done the opposite answer. We have never said anything aside from the ceiling's gonna crush us. I don't think, well, I think that's the same one we always choose. This is the only one we've never done the opposite. Huh. I wonder when we do that. The ceiling's gonna crush us! We get no love points with anyone, so... Hurry up and solve the puzzle! Maybe that's a Shido answer. Or that's a Hogstein answer. I'm still banking on that. Like, I'm sorry, but his name starts with M. His last name probably does. It's probably like, because why else would this random person, like... I set this all up for you, Spacey, to impress you. I'm so impressed you almost killed a bunch of people. That's so amazing. Like, what the fuck? Are we a sociopath? Do your best, Toa. I do love it, like a sad face, but I like a super sad face when his, like, frown is, like, he's like, such a cartoon when he has that face, and I love it. That one's hilarious. Oh, here we go. Playing with the Queen of Hearts. Doo-doo. You know it ain't really smart. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway. No. I think I chose Queen of Hearts. Okay. There's a lot of queens and hearts floating around in there, and I'm like, Christ, I'm going to click the wrong one of these days and look like an asshole. Even though I've done this 40 times. I like how Hogstein's just a voice or like on the monitor, but his little sprite shows up in the room with us. Shido, you're fucking brilliant. And I love you. We could be doing your route right now, but I wanted to save it. Get this one out of the fucking way. Ready? What's wrong with you? It's the highlight of my life, I'm telling you. Oh, right. Okay. For a minute, I was like, it's weird because we go with him, but how is he going to have that secret conversation? Because the secret conversation that he has with Hogstein happens in this chapter. Right. Okay. I was like, how's that going to work? But it's this one, because then we see that Mirorashi's having a secret conversation. Like we're supposed to distrust everyone, but really, Urabe's the one we couldn't trust. Because literally, fucking insane. Still not happy about that. You were late, so I went to find you. The fuck were you doing? You a traitor? Son of a bitch. No, we know what he was doing, so. No. He's just a bad dad, that's all. He's a deadbeat dad. And I'm gonna be a stepmom now, and I just don't... Ugh. Like, thank God Shido wasn't the one with the kid, because I would have just ruined it for him. I would have been like, oh, I'm so torn, I love you, but I hate kids. Like, can you imagine Shido with kids? Holy fucking shit. He'd be like, what the fuck do I do with this thing? He would be like me with kids. What the fuck do I even do? Why? Why is it screaming? I don't know. Somebody help me. Anyway, I couldn't stop worrying about Shirabe and what he might have been up to, so I went to find him. That was awkwardly read. Hey, Shirabe! Oh, hello there, little lady. Is something the matter? No, not really. Just out enjoying the night air. Oh, wise choice. And the moon sure is beautiful tonight, isn't she? He was right. The moon was huge and bright in the middle of the night sky. Looking up at that stunning pearl of the sky always helps me sort through that jumble of nonsense I call my thoughts. Why does everything he say makes you want to roll your eyes a little bit? You're like, what the actual fuck? So, the moon helps you think? Looking up at that pearl in that dark abyss that's the expanse of the night. You're like, you're trying a little too hard to sound like all poetic and shit. Like, sometimes that shit just comes out, but most of the time it doesn't, and you're just trying too hard. Bird! Hey, stupid! How many times we gotta have this conversation? You drink from the water bottle from inside the cage. Hanging outside the cage and shrieking at it is not gonna make water come out. Why are you so fucking mentally challenged? Why are you literally this stupid? Like, I don't understand how you're not dead, to be honest with you, if you can't figure out how to drink out of that water bottle. Like, I've never seen you drink out of it in the years that we've had it. I don't know. You hear him, right? I'm not crazy, right? He exists. I don't know how. He's not the smartest. He's cute, and sometimes he's smart, but when it comes to drinking his water, he's like a freaking idiot. I don't know. Anyway. Indeed it does. Sometimes I'll spend all night outside, going wherever my feet take me. Can't do much of that on this boat, though. All night? Don't you get cold? Well, sure, but that helps too. Keeps me fresh. He grinned and fished around his pocket for a minute before pulling out a box of snacks. Also, he sounds like an 80-year-old man. Keeps me fresh. Gotta go out there, keep my joints creeping. Like, what are you, 80? Holy shit. Want one? Sure, thanks. I plucked one from the box and stuck it in my mouth, just like I'd seen him do. After a moment, I actually did feel like my head was starting to clear. I should ask him about what I saw, but it just doesn't feel like the right time. She's a great companion for a night of contemplation, isn't she? Huh? Oh, yeah, definitely. Who? I know he's talking about the moon, but she's like, what? Good to know you understand. Shirabe laid down on the deck and looked up at the sky. He seemed happy. I followed suit and laid down next to him. The moon's so bright. We lay there for an hour or so, admiring the moon in silence. Also, I mean, I just can't deal with the camo pants and the exact matching green jacket. Like, were you in the military? Is that why you're wearing the uniform? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But also, then you've got a blue turtleneck on. It doesn't who dressed you? Clearly you dressed yourself, but you need some help because this is not right. Anyway. We lay there for an hour or so, admiring the moon in silence. I'm just saying, questionable fashion choices. I never did manage to ask him about what he'd been doing at the statue. I'm not saying I have a problem with camo pants. I have a pair of camo cargo pants, okay? But I just also wouldn't put on a jacket that was the same color and then a blue turtleneck because it would look frickin' stupid. So, by the time I got back to my room, I was so tired I could barely stand. I took a quick shower and collapsed into bed. I mean, okay, granted, your jacket doesn't always have to match your clothes. Like, my jacket is green, my winter jacket, so it's not gonna match my outfit, but... Jazz hands! Sorry, I got distracted. I love jazz hands. But... like, I feel like he purposely matched his jacket to his pants. Like, it's like almost like a redneck suit, so I really feel like we should have given him that fucking accent now. So disappointed. Missed opportunity! But... too late for that. I really wish all of our chibis would walk. It would be so much cuter. Okay, so now we get to see a little bit of differences. Also, we've never asked Mai if she needs to go to the bathroom. We've said, is there something you want to tell us? Interesting. What am I going to do? Go with Shirabe and Mikasa, because we're trying to get into somebody's pants here. I don't know why, but, like, whatever. This is just what I have to do. Look. He can't be worse than Urabe, okay? Who was like an utter disappointment. Because, like, I wanted to like him because he's such a fucking weirdo. And, like I said, I like the weirdo. It's like, oh, he's kind of fun and fucking weird. And it was just such a letdown. You're like, oh, really? I didn't have high hopes for the route, but I had moderate hopes. Mediocre? And I didn't even get that. I got angry. But Chapter 7 was the best chapter we've done in this whole entire game so far. Because that was just so much fucking fun getting to yell at him 3 times. I pulled back and grabbed onto Shirabe's arm. See, this makes more sense now, too, because the first time when we went down Towa's route, we were dealing with him, and I was like, well, that's kind of cute. You're dealing with him. I didn't realize that it changed again, and because I knew it was going to change depending on, like, you went with Towa and Shirabe, you went with so-and-so, you went with whatever. But I didn't realize, like, it didn't occur to me that, like, oh, we're kind of heading toward Towa. I knew what we were doing. Like, I knew that's where we were going. But then it's like, oh, but because we were heading toward him, that in this, when we go with the 2 of them, you have a different interaction with him. And now when you're in Shirabe's route, it's slightly different. Like, it just didn't occur to me, and like I said, until we did Urabe's route. And I was like, oh, shit! It's cool. I like that. Anyway. Huh? Oh, no. My terror gauge! I had to stop the alarm, but just thinking about it was making me even more scared. I could feel my heart hammering faster and faster at my chest. Calm down, little lady. It's all right. This is actually kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie. But it is very much like, thanks, Dad! It's a little inappropriate. It's just... It's adorable, but not in like a, oh, kind of way. It's more like a, oh, it's like a dad protecting his daughter. Oh, wait, wow. He kept his voice at a whisper and reached over to wrap his coat around my wrist. And that ought to muffle the sound a bit, Thanks. When he'd reached around with his coat, it had pressed my head up against his chest, and I could hear his heartbeat. Hey, there's nothing to worry about. And this is just like a haunted house, see? His heartbeat was slow and calm, and his warmth was reassuring. Eventually, my alarm slowed and stopped. It's just she looks awkward with all of them, not gonna lie, but... And there we go. Well done. He tousled my hair, and I felt my heart speed up a bit. I just can't believe he could really be a traitor. Oh no! Come on, this way! Behind you! No. Come here! I guess if we screamed behind you, we wouldn't get love points with Toa, but it doesn't fucking matter, so. And this is rightfully where we get mad. Like, how dare you fucking yell at your daughter? So I'm down with this. Oh, I gotta sneeze. You never get that, like, where your nose is, like, itchy, and you're like, but you can't, like, sneeze, and you're like, like, sniffling doesn't help. You're just like, oh, your nose is itchy! I got, like, dust and shit up my nose or something. It's, like, creepy. Anyway. Instead, he's just getting all angry, and he doesn't seem to care whether she's okay or not! What's wrong with you? We're gonna... His is great, too, by the way. Like, his terror face when I yell at him. It's good. Oh, we've never asked that, which is odd. Why do I feel like I did, though, at one point? I mean, I don't know. Did we, like, save and then go back? Like, is that what I did? Like, I don't know. Why do I feel like I read these, but I didn't? But I don't know. Okay, but now when we're with Shirabe, do we actually get to solve 4, 5, and 6? Do we get to actually solve these fucking puzzles? Because I want to solve the fucking puzzles. Maybe we do it in Shido's route, because technically we should have done that one first, and, like, Shirabe's will be different. But, like, I want to solve the other fucking puzzles, and it's pissing me off that I don't get to. It's 7 deadly sins, right? Yeah. Sure. I'm just picking random things. Yay, I won! Dun 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 dun! Yeah. What am I gonna do? Got it! Whatever you say, Shido. I'll do anything for you. I mean, literally, I would. Like, he's best boy. All these sins matched journal. All these sins matched the journal. Insight incited. Do. Here we go, getting on down to it. Where Shirabe's gonna save our ass from the explosion. Can't think of Shirabe the same way. Man, I wanted to love your weird ass. We're like, I want to trust you. Don't get it twisted. I'm not living in your basement in a cage, motherfucker. Look, I just wouldn't have passed him, okay? I can't keep going. But just as I was about to collapse, I felt someone grab my hand. You all right, little lady? Yeah. Oh, wait, where's Mai? Mitarashi got her out. She's fine. Oh, good. You're not out of the woods yet, though. Can you still run? Yeah. I focused on his hand, picked myself up, and began to run again. We'd so have been dead, just by the way. We hadn't gone very far before I heard another explosion from behind us. Ah! Gah! The blast slammed into me, and I felt my body begin to fall when... Shirabe! Damn, that one really packed a punch. He'd wrapped his arms around me and turned his back to the explosion. Are you all right? I'm sorry. If I hadn't been going so slow, you wouldn't have had to come back. Don't sweat it. We just need to get out of here. Come on. He did come back for me, though. Another blast hit us, far more powerful than the others, and then everything went dark. The end. Shirabe died. That would actually gotta be sad. Like, I'd be like, no, that's not fair. He's our friend. I mean, I want to date the man, but he's not our bud. It's kind of like that guy at, like, reunion, just like, oh, yeah, okay. What's wrong with you? Here we go. End of chapter 4. I'm in a chapter 3, and we're only like 40 minutes in, so like we'll just keep going, I guess. Instead of like stopping and being like, okay, well, it's only a 40-minute part, and then we'll start. You know what I mean? Like the other ones have kind of been timed between 45, 50 minutes, and we're like, oh, okay, sure, but this one's not. So, well, we might have a little scene here, but. How dare you just automatic? Well, at least now we know the answer to the Urabe one. Like, well, what are we going to do there in break time where it's like question mark, where it doesn't give you a choice? Well, you know, it's because we don't get back on the frickin' boat. So, who'd be visiting me this late? I opened the door to find... You're up. Shirabe, is something wrong? Don't think so. I just wanted to say thanks. Thanks? For what? You told me you want to trust me, remember? Oh, yeah. When we were talking about you and Hogstein. Correct. I'd gotten too wrapped up in my own head to see what was going on until you put the squeeze on me. Like, I swear to God, what is with the shit that he said? He's like also like, till you put the squeeze on me. Like, there is a cross between some of the things he says, little lady, and then he also sounds like a 1920s fucking mobster. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I guess I gotta give him props for giving him enough personality and just the things that he says that you're like, yeah, I can just, like, it's so abnormal. You're like, this is not how normal people talk, but I got to appreciate that you've got that distinct personality where you talk strange. But, like, anyway. I probably shouldn't have brought it up right then. I was just kind of freaking out about stuff. Well, and don't let me get you feeling bad about it again, or this whole little journey is going to be pointless. What? Yeah, I'm here to say thanks, but more than that, I was worried. The last time I saw you, you look like a puppy that just got kicked. Oh. The ticket to the future is always blank, but the past is, well, that ticket's already punched. Mourning's a normal, healthy part of how we deal with life's slings and arrows, but it's easy to overdo it. Very, very easy. Shirabe. Anyway, the truth, the thrust of my lecture? What, really? Is that how you okay. Never heard that used that way. Anyway, the thrust of my lecture here is that we should focus on what we can do, not what we didn't or couldn't. And don't you think that's what he would have wanted? He must be talking about Urabe. Yeah, I guess you're probably right. I mean, he saved us. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Want one? They say eating a little candy ever so often can help reduce stress, you know? You must be stressed like a motherfucker with how you are like fucking chain candying. Like, I took the snack he held out. He's chain snacking. It seems like you're always chewing on one of these. Just how many have you got? I'm afraid that's a trade secret, little lady. Okay, I'll give him props for that. That was kind of smart. I like that answer. That's a trade secret. Sassy. He gave me a grin and a wink, then turned and walked off. I'm glad he came by. I think I actually feel a little better. He was right that we'd need to work hard in the next game. Urabe had given us a second chance, and I didn't want to waste that. It's funnier when he comes by, yeah, I just came by to say hi, and then all of a sudden his daughter shows up, and you're like, you couldn't have brought her with you? You just sent her on her own? Like, the fuck? You know? Like, we could technically stop here because it's like 45 minutes. Well, it's 43-ish minutes, but like, we're gonna keep going a little bit. I was still floating in some kind of dream when I heard his voice. Hey, Spacey. Who is that? I wanted to wake up, but my eyes refused to open. I was starting to get frustrated when I suddenly noticed the smell. That's nice. Sort of like lemons? I couldn't quite place it, and then it was gone as I drifted deeper into sleep. It's morning. I blinked as I realized the sun was already up. Was that a dream? Ah, geez, I'm so out of it I can't tell dreams from reality. I need to pull myself together. Alright, yesterday the blood-stained hospital blew up. Shirabe had protected me from the explosion. I think he twisted his ankle, though. I hope he's okay. Mitarashi had gotten injured too, trying to save Wakasa. I just see Mitarashi with Wakasa thrown over one shoulder and Maya fucking thrown over the other, and just like running his ass. Dear God. And now Urabe's missing. I shuddered as I thought about what had happened. Oh, I did meet Mai though. That was nice. So here's the thing. When we were with Urabe, was Mitarashi still staying behind because he was injured? Like, because he did that in all the other ones. We don't know. We just assumed he was with them, but, like, maybe he wasn't, you know? She'd come to sleep with me, in fact, but... Wait, Mai? She'd been there when I went to sleep, but now she was gone. Maybe she's in the bathroom. When she didn't come out, I started to get a little more worried. I looked everywhere in the room, but she was nowhere to be found. Fuck, I misplaced his kid! That's not gonna look good. Huh. Maybe she went to Shirabe's room. You know, I should go check on him. I'm worried about his ankle. I quickly washed my face and was about to leave when suddenly there was a knock on the door. Coming! Huh, I wonder who that is. Jazz hands? The disappointment I feel right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was like, jazz hands? And I was getting excited. I'm like, if it's not jazz hands, I'm going to be... And then he shows up and I'm like, disappointed. When your love interest shows up and you're disappointed that it wasn't jazz hands. Like, man. Shit. Disappointment level intense right now. Hey, little lady. Oh, good morning. How are you feeling? Does it hurt? I've had worse. Mitorashi's the one you should be worrying about. I was about to go check up on the big lug. You want to tag along? Sure. Where's Mai, though? I thought she must have gone back to Shirabe, but here he was, and she was nowhere to be seen. Just don't mention her. Is Mai still sleeping? Huh? Is something wrong? You look a little too surprised. Well, I only just woke up, and she isn't in my room. I thought she'd gone over to yours, but... No, she didn't. Then where is she? Wait, are you saying she's missing? We stared at one another for a long moment. I couldn't think of any reason why Mai would have disappeared. Let's go to Mitorashi's first. The others are probably there already. Right. Gosh darn it, Mai! Where are you? With Mitarashi. Who the fuck would she have gone to if not with us? She's like, I was hanging out with you, you were sleeping, I'm gonna go here. Just as we'd expected, everyone else had gone to check on Mitarashi as well. You guys worried about me too? Yeah, how are you feeling? Fine, this is nothing. Good, good. He seemed much better than I thought, so I started to look around the room for Mai. But she wasn't there. Where is she? Oh, interesting. So in Shirabe's route, I'm guessing, I'm just looking at the stage 4 freaking question things, and I'm like, huh. We don't have it. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But it doesn't look like we do the game. It looks like maybe because Mai's gone, we go looking for her. Interesting. Hey, did Mai come by here? What? No, she hasn't. What about the rest of you? Have you seen Mai anywhere? No, I haven't. Me either. Did something happen? Well, it looks like she's disappeared. What? When I woke up, she was just gone. I thought she might be with Shirabe, but... If we're all here, that means she's alone somewhere. Hope nothing bad has happened. Shirabe's face twitched. I'm going to the lobby. I'll come with you. Shirabe was already out the door when I spoke, but I chased after him. Yeah, because now you're like, I feel responsible, but then again, you shouldn't have left your child with me, so whose fault is that? We burst into the lobby to find several piglets working diligently at various menial tasks. We wanted to ask you guys something. Jazz hands! Shush! Stop it! You shut up. Jazz hands is your new brother. Have you seen my daughter? Mai. Have you seen her? The piglet waved their hands around. What? I don't understand what you're saying. You keep talking to them. I'm gonna go check out the rest of the ship. He stormed out of the lobby. I can't really blame him. I'd be worried too. Alright, time to figure out what you guys are trying to tell me. We're looking for Mai, the girl who came here with us yesterday. She's gone missing. Have you seen her? Heads up and down for yes, side to side for no. I mean, it's easy. Are you saying she hasn't been in the lobby? I see. Nothing, huh? With a little patience, I realized it wasn't that hard to interpret their seemingly random gestures. They are shit at charades, is all I'm saying, though. Unfortunately, they don't seem to know anything. Hey, any luck? Not really. They haven't seen her. Huh. I looked everywhere I could think of, but nothing. Oh no. Where could she be? Hey, did you find Mai? Oh! They must have been worried too, although Mitorashi's injuries appeared to have kept him confined to his room. The fuck, bird? No, she's not around here, and the piglets don't seem to know anything. Let us help. We should split up. We can cover more ground that way. Right, good idea. Sorry for the trouble. With that, we split up and started to look. I guess I might as well search my room again. Maybe I missed something. I found her! She's on the floor! Mind if I tag along? A fresh pair of eyes might spot something new. Yeah, okay, good point. Ready? As I'll ever be. Bird, I love you, but shut the fuck up. We set off toward my room at a quick jog, and we were there in no time. It still felt empty. Are you here, Mai? Say something if you can hear us. But there was no response, and when we searched the room, we found nothing. I guess I was right the first time. We even looked in the closet and underneath the bed. Mai was nowhere to be found. Hey! Stop! First of all, it's too late at night for you to be screaming like an asshole. Stop that or you're going to bed. And you're not going to like it because you'll be stuck in your cage with the blankets on you and I'll be sitting up playing. So you play nice. There's no need to scream. I checked the bathroom. Nothing there. Jeez, where did she go? Any chance you remember anything strange or something? I thought back. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, but she was there when I came back. Okay. And then I went back to sleep. Oh, well, I did have a weird dream this morning where someone was calling my name, and something smelled like lemons. Lemons? Yeah, well, I think so. I was half asleep. It could have just been a dream. I should have tried harder to wake up. Then maybe Mai would still be here. I'm really sorry. I was supposed to be taking care of her, and now she's gone. Shirabe shook his head. Not your fault. But... And don't sweat it, little lady. Let's get back to the lobby. Is the lemons like chloroform or some shit? Did somebody drug me? We aren't the only people looking for Mai right now. Maybe the others turned something up. Okay. When we returned to the lobby, Shido and Wakasa were waiting for us. How did it go? I checked the other rooms, but didn't find any sign of her. And nothing out on the deck either. Damn. Shirabe frowned. Poor guy. He's got to be worried sick. This place was dangerous enough to us, but to a child? I was worried for her, but I could only imagine what kind of torture a parent would be going through. And the only one left is Mayoshi. Almost as if on cue, Mayoshi appeared. Any luck? I found this near the ramp. Huh. He handed us a crumpled scrap of plastic wrapping. What is this? I think it's a candy wrapper. What? I looked at it closer. Oh, it is! I saw Mai eating this yesterday. Are you sure? Yeah, she gave me one. I totally remember it. You found this near the ramp, huh? But what would she be doing there? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we only use that when we get off the boat. And Wakasa for the win, not knowing that he said the smart thing. Like, duh. And the boat only docks at specific times, or so I thought. Unless... Do you think Hogstein docked the boat while we were asleep? That... No. You're saying she might not even be on the boat? Oh! Looks like it's that time of the day again. I ran to the window and looked out. Picasso was right. I think he's telling us to get off. And today's game is starting. No. What are we gonna do? We don't have a choice. We have to get off the boat or it's all over. Yes, you're right. We have to go. What about Mirashi? He's not in any condition to be out running through the theme park. Told him to take the day off. Unfortunately, he wasn't very happy about it, but he saw reason eventually. Because I convinced him with my fist. You know, he just kissed him. He just stroked his hair, ran his fingers through his hair. It's okay, sweetie. You just They have a weird-ass bromance, but, look, just don't question it, okay? Look. Oh, then we'd be short 2 members, Urabe and Mitarashi. And Mai was who knew where. Wow. I don't like it, but I guess we have to get off the boat. All right, let's go. Always do the glasses with the middle finger thing. I don't necessarily understand it, but I'm not saying I don't like it either. Because it's a thing. On our way to the plaza, we passed the blood-stained hospital, or at least what was left of it. Instead of a building now, there was just a blackened crater. I should have just stopped there, but every one of us stopped involuntarily. This is awful. Now that we were looking at it in the daylight, we could see the real extent of the devastation. Whoa, that was a serious bomb, huh? If Urabe hadn't saved us, we wouldn't be standing here, that's for sure. I hadn't realized until that moment just how close we come to dying, and suddenly it felt hard to swallow. Guys, I think hanging around here is just gonna be depressing and stuff. Can we go? You're right. Come on. Okay. But just as we were about to leave, Shirabe stopped us. Look, there's something I need to say. What's wrong? Sorry, but I think I need to split off. I have to go look for Mai. Shirabe, he must be really worried about her. Oh, by yourself? Yeah, I'll be fine. Just go beat that game and don't worry about me. We're already missing 2 people. If we lose another... No, we should let him look for his daughter. You... Really? Yesterday she managed to wander into the hospital. Something like that happens again, she could... Well, it would be bad. Wakasa's eyes widened. Super that face. Oh yeah. Oh man, I hadn't even thought of that. He can go. That's fine with me. Sorry, guys. He turned away to leave, but as he did, I saw him wobble. I watched more closely and realized he was favoring his left leg. His ankle must still be bothering him. Did he really intend to search the entire park like that? Shirabe's not the only one worried about Mai. In fact, I even felt a little responsible since she'd been sleeping in my room when she disappeared. Like, really? They're gonna do this with 3 people? Shirabe, let me come with you. What for? Is something wrong? Well, you're kind of limping. I'm just worried about you. He shook his head. Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, but if we both drop out, that only leaves 3 people to beat today's game. But heading into that shorthanded would be suicide. You go with them. But... Oh, don't give me that look. You really think this'll slow me down? I'll find Mai before you get back. Okay. I know this isn't ideal, but I appreciate all you being so understanding. Go kick some ass, okay? We'll do our best. You focus on finding your daughter. And don't worry about the game. Thanks. I'll meet up with you once I find her. With a last nod, he turned and walked off. I really thought we were going to go with him. Wow. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we will find out about what happens after we split up when we head to the plaza in front of Castle Hockstein. So we'll do this in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.